EMG audio enhancements. EMG can be enhanced by going to the volume control and adjusting the audio gain. If we increase the raw audio and then use the multiplier, this will take the settings of the hardware gain and multiply it accordingly to enhance the audio gain. The mixing of EMG trace audio was also revised to be additive, and the defaults for system and raw audio are now set to 50% for reviewers and 50% for recorders unless the settings have been previously changed and saved with the procedure setup. The live display for averaging modes was modified to improve user-friendliness of the display. The reject windows are limited to each channel's area. The reject area can be adjusted by clicking and dragging the boundaries for all channels together, or holding Shift to adjust one channel individually. The reject windows are now a display option. Showing or showing reject windows does not toggle reject on and off. That's done in the mode control. Windows that are not required to be visible at all times can be minimized. Click the push pin in the header of a docked window, like so, and you'll see that the window is temporarily hidden over here on the right. All minimized windows are accessible from the far right of the application. Click on the tab of the minimized window to temporarily show it. Click the tab again to minimize it, or click to open it and click the pin to dock the window in its previous position. The comprehensive window offers a bird's eye view of multiple modalities in a single time-locked screen. Go to the plus icon in the toolbar and add Comprehensive Window. Click the Settings gear to configure the window with traces, cursor trends, or process data, such as EEG DSA, for one or more modalities. You can change the display gain for the stacks by scrolling your mouse in the window, and you can do that separately above and below the blue horizontal line, which is adjustable. This screen is available for recorders and reviewers alike. In the waterfall display, clicking and dragging a waveform is now supported. I'm going to click and drag the trace here to compare it to baseline, and when I release it, the trace will return to the correct position within the waterfall stack. All windows can be float or docked by going to the Window menu and choosing an option. Currently, all of the windows in view are docked. If I choose Float All Windows, I can then adjust the size of one window without it affecting the size of the others. If I then choose to dock all windows by returning to the Window menu, adjusting the size of one window will adjust the size of the windows around it. You'll notice that in EMG, as well as in EEG, you now have the possibility to navigate in these windows according to the sweep length to make it easier to find stored data. So if I, in my EMG mode, turn on Save Raw Data, and then use my arrows in the footer of the trace window, I can go back in very small steps to find the data that's been saved. The entire screen will move in lockstep and look back along the timeline while I do this. In the EEG raw trace window, it's now possible to see minor graticules. If you go to the Settings gear Your graticals are set to major by default. They can be turned off completely or set to major and minor vertical. Mode groups can be set up by using the gear in the mode control, adding a mode group here, and creating multiple mode groups and adding them to a cycle. New in version 3.5, you have the possibility to change views when moving to a new mode. So for example, with the median SZP, I might choose to automatically cycle to my SZP and EMG view.